What's going on? Shane Serrano here, coming to you from Boardshop in Aspen, Colorado. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the 2021 Salomon Assassin. Let's check it out. So here we have the 2021 Salomon Assassin. This is a great daily driver of a board. I've been seeing a lot of people riding this board on the mountain, and this is actually one of the boards that I ride myself. Generally, when I ride the Assassin, I take it out on a powder day or a day I want a more mellow of a board to mess around and jib and kind of play around with. Something that I want to be super playful. And that's just what the Assassin is. It's a nice, playful, regular cambered board that can go everywhere, do everything. Whether it's in the park, the powder, the groomers, all mountain, terrain, freestyle is this board's domain. Now, this is a directional twin snowboard, which can be confusing to some people because you can think there's a directional board and there's a twin board, so how can you have a directional twin? But it's kind of simple. So this has a twin shape, so the nose is identical to the tail, but where the stance reference location is, it's set back a little bit. So you have a little bit longer of a nose than a tail, just so slightly. And then with that, you also have a directional flex. So the tail is a tad bit stiffer than the nose, and that just makes for a more powerful board, especially in that all-mountain terrain. This board comes in at a price of $499.99. Taking a look at the camber profile of the Assassin, this is going to be a rock-out camber profile. And that's basically just a regular camber snowboard. It can be confusing with different brands calling their camber profiles different things, but I'm going to break that down right here. So the way Salomon does one of their camber profiles is towards the back foot, it begins that camber, and then it's flat across until the front foot, and then it ends that camber, and then the nose releases in a rocker nose, and the tail releases in a rocker tail as well. So it's kind of like start a camber, flat, end a camber. You can kind of think of that as just a regular camber snowboard to make it simple. But because it is a little bit flat in the middle between your feet, it does make for a little bit of easier ride. So it's not going to hang up as easy as a full camber snowboard. It's going to be a little more relaxed, but still have that snap that camber. This is going to be a mid-flexing snowboard. I'd call it on the mid to soft side of the range. And that makes it super playful. Whether you want to butter around or do some presses on rails, this is a super playful board. On the base of the Assassin, you're going to have a completely sintered base. So this is a porous base material which wants to hold and absorb that wax when you do tune it up, so it's going to keep this board running fast all the time. You also get a stone finish on this board right out of the wrapper, which also helps to keep it fast all the time. As with most boards, this board is completely factory tuned and waxed, so it is ready to go as soon as you open it and throw those bindings on. Looking at the edge of the Assassin, you're going to have what Salomon calls a Quadralizer side cut. And that's two of Salomon's technologies. That's a quadratic side cut and equalizer technology. Quadratic meaning this is a parabolic curve. So for those of you that remember high school math, it's like the quadratic formula. The radius of this isn't the radius of a circle, it's like a parabolic curve. And then you're also going to have equalizer, little sections right near the bindings, which just gives for a more powerful overall ride. On the side walls, you're going to have cork side walls, and that really makes this board super light. You can really feel it if you hold this board next to a board that doesn't have cork side walls. And the cork also does a great job in taking the energy out of chatter and chunder when you're riding through it. So it dampens that ride a little bit and makes for a much smoother ride. Looking further into the tech details of this board, you're going to get what Salomon calls a Popster Eco Booster. And that can sound complicated, and it is a little bit, but that means there is different thicknesses and thinnesses of this board. It kind of undulates through the board where you need to be thin, where you need to be thick to add for that snap and pop. And then there's also some bamboo stringers that run down the length of this board, also adding as a lightweight material that makes this board extra snappy as well. This board comes in sizes 150, 153, 156, 158 wide, 159, 162, 163 wide, and 165. And there you have it. That's the 2021 Salomon Assassin. This is a super versatile board, a great daily driver to do it all. It's super fun in the park and also in the powder. In my opinion, this is one of the best twin boards to take in the powder because Salomon does a great job with that profile of camber to rocker nose and tail, and that really helps crush in the powder. Because this is a nice middle of the road to softer flex, this is a board that pretty much anybody can ride. If you are a beginner, you would be okay on this board. It does have camber, so it is a little more aggressive than some other camber profiles, but you will be okay on it. But a great board for an intermediate snowboarder and even that advanced rider. Thanks for watching this video. Throw a thumbs up if you're gonna get the Assassin board this year. If you have any comments or questions about this board or other products you want to see me talk about, let me know in the comments. If you're not already subscribed, you should do that as well because we're gonna have a lot more great videos coming out, both on product reviews and some fun adventures once the lifts start rolling. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.